Lights, camera, action!
Oh. All right. I'm actually a bit behind. I didn't film a video yesterday to go up today. I mean, yesterday was just an extremely busy day. You know, I went to the gym, I worked the survival job, and I worked on my screenplay. And I was just so consumed with everything that I had to do, I did not actually film the video that I wanted to film for today. So I got to get on that because there's a specific topic that I wanted to talk about, and yeah, I'll have to get on that at some point today because so keeping this one short, kids. I mean, not really much to say or report. I am very happy that the ET video seemed to really resonate with a lot of y'all. You know, I feel that, you know, most of us grew up in that era and E.T. holds a special place in our hearts. And it really is just a magnificent film. It really is a great film. You know, the one thing that E.T., this recent viewing, did for me is it really kind of reignited my interest in orchestral film scores. John Williams, I think he's great. I think he's a master. I did do some research in the aftermath of seeing E.T. and everything on orchestral film scores. And you know, it's funny. I saw a lot of people. I went on like one forum. It wasn't Reddit, but it was just kind of like a classical music forum or whatever. And people were talking shit about John Williams. And look, you know, my knowledge of classical music, orchestral music is not great at all, right? And I'm reading all these comments that people are, you know, that people had made about John Williams. And then someone else stepped in and they were just like, you guys, like, John Williams writes film scores. These compositions are supposed to be short. They're supposed to be, for lack of a better way of putting it, emotionally manipulative. Like, he writes music designed to go along with what's happening in the film, to evoke certain feelings, to go with the film. He's not writing, you know, whatever. Like, his goal in writing music was not the same as, say, like Beethoven or Bach, right? You know, it's like, I feel like these scores are not supposed to be standalone works. And I mean, sure, I guess they should be able to stand alone. And, you know, you can listen to something like Duel of the Fates or the Imperial March. You can listen to it by itself, and of course it's enjoyable, right? They're enjoyable. But you also associate those compositions with the respective films that they're a part of. And I mean, I think that's supposed to be the goal. These compositions, these scores are written and performed with the express purpose of tying in with the film. They're not supposed to stand alone. So whatever. All that to say, I really enjoyed, you know, just listening to the score of E.T., you know, while watching the film. And that's something that I think I'm going to pay a little more attention to. I mean, music has always played an integral part in filmmaking. And I've always thought about music whenever I've written scripts. But I'm not going to lie, like, you know, I've always thought in terms of like contemporary music. I've always thought in terms of like hip hop, R&B, even, you know, like pop and rock. And, you know, those are things like, you know, I'll write songs into my scripts and everything, and even create like soundtracks or playlists to go along with my scripts, because this is the music that evokes the feeling of the film or the scene or like whatever. But I'm, you know, like I mentioned in the E.T. video, you know, I think about the movies that affected me, the movies that I love, and the movies that I aspire to make. And I feel like I feel like those orchestral scores are the way to go. You know, it's still be able to sprinkle in, you know, some like hip hop and R&B and pop and rock, but I do feel like that those types of scores, because I marvel at how well Williams' score worked. And it was so lush and so just kind of like sweeping, but this was still just like a very small story. I think that his score is like really what gives the film like, it's kind of like emotional heft, you know? Anyway, I'm rambling. I said I was going to keep this short. Who knew? I had something to talk about. But yeah. Ramble over, and I guess video over. I'll catch y'all in the next one.